everybody? Welcome to the second part of Q&A. I'm going to be answering those questions that were not submitted on the first part of Q&A. So for those of you who did submit it after Saturday or somewhere after I was done with recording, sorry. So here we go. First question comes from Jeremy G. He wants to know, do you think that Grimm is turning heel again? I highly doubt that, and I don't think it's going to happen again. But if he did, I hope it's better than his first heel turn. Because, his first heel turn was great, but during his heel run, not so much because I felt it could be forgettable and it could have been longer in my opinion. Sultan, my Labrador, wants to know, you are from which country and who are you, brother?
You're not my brother. You're not my brother.
Okay. It's just a meme, pal. So, you are from which country? Oh, I'm from Dudleyville, USA, pal. Just kidding. I'm somewhere from the East Coast, so I don't want to get into that. And who am I? Maybe you should watch one of my old videos from my channel and you'll see that you would know more about who I am. So, I wouldn't talk more about my personal life, pal. So, that's all I could say. GTS Maniac. Ooh, I know who you are. You're that guy from Twitter, right? You want to know, do you think Hop should turn heel and how would you book him if he was to turn heel? Here's the famous quote that I just learned recently. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And here's why I said it. It's that, why would I want to see Hop heel turn? I have my doubts and I don't think it will be that believable. Think of some other forgettable heel turn. Goldberg, for example. Yeah, Goldberg did turn heel somewhere in 2000 during the WCW disaster. For those of you who did not know about Goldberg's heel turn, I don't blame you. No one's going to remember his heel turn because this idea was created by none other than Vince Russo, bro. Then again, WCW 2000, you know. Anyways, Hop should be turning heel because it won't be a believable and it won't be good. Next question comes from Aden Wrestling. Well, hello, Aden. Book GTS Sucker Slam whole card. That gives me an idea. Well, excuse me for a second. Okay, this is how I'm going to book the GTS Sucker Slam 2020. And just so you know, this is in terms of AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling booking, unlike WWE, who don't even know how to book those matches correctly when they don't tell you the announcement in order. So, let me give you a perfect example. Take notes. Opening match should be Hop defending the Intercontinental Championship against somebody who's very potential. I would say Josh Adams, a perfect example. We should also have the 5-man hardcore scramble match for the hardcore title. And the third match, GTS Legendary title should be defended in a traditional Super Grand Memorial Battle Royal. In case you don't know, every year in Sucker Slam, we should have the Super Grand Memorial Battle Royal. And then fourth one, Hitman Jones defending the US title against Violence. So whoever's behind the mask of Violence gets to pull a double duty. Wink. We should have Mike Swanson defending the GTS title against Francesca. But the question is, will Francesca be able to become the 2-time GTS champion? And are we going to see the returning of Tony Cini? Question mark. And we should have the 3-way tag team ladder match for the GTS tag team titles. Hopefully it's going to be as good as 2018 Sucker Slam. We should have a special singles grudge match between Jay Evans and Jay Cage. So this was a long-term storytelling, pal. I'm not exactly sure if Grimm is going to be cleared to wrestle by Sucker Slam. So it could be Grimm versus James Ellsworth for the intergender title, or Grimm versus somebody who's a female. Either way, Let's hope that Grimm gets medically cleared to wrestle by Sucker Slam, pal. Okay, just to be aware, I'm recording this video on Saturday, so I'm not sure if Jake Cage is going to hold the YouTube title, like I said about his match against Jay Evans. But to me, I don't know who's going to be the YouTube champion, but I think it's got to be, Tito the Clown versus Gay Mysterio. I think that's the only thing I could come up with. But I will say this, it should be the main event of the show. Because if it's not, well, here's a spoiler alert. I think in the future I will make a video about the YouTube title changes in the month of June 2020. Overall, thank you Aden Wrestling for that question. That is my dream booking of GTS Sucker Slam 2020. Next question comes from Craig wants to know favorite GTS pay-per-view. Ooh, that's a tough one. I'll just stick with Grimm Mania 2017. Best pay-per-view in my opinion. The last question comes from Cindy. She wants to know, name 5 people to be in the GTS Hall of Fame. Or should I say, Hall of Lame. I'm just kidding. I could name somebody who's no longer active on the GTS roster or anybody who's a veteran to GTS. But I'm going to say this as an introduction. There are among men who have made a bigger impact on GTS wrestling and outside of GTS. And I could name 5 person who deserve to be inducted into the GTS Hall of Fame. Names like Tony Emerald, a veteran of professional wrestling for over 2 decades. He's been a trained professional wrestler long before anybody who has been trained in professional wrestling today in GTS. Second person, my pal Alex, the second ever YouTube champion. What a coincidence. My pal Alex, despite the fact that he doesn't actually wrestle, but he does appear on the earlier videos of Grimm's Toy Show. He's been known to be as a referee and on-screen character during the earlier days of Grimm's Toy Show. So he deserved to get a ring. And the third person, Fat Scalper, Shamu, Drake, whatever. I'll stick with Draken, but he deserves to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, despite the fact that I said he should be released from GTS because of his age and his health. He did make some quite a few accomplishments, such as the Hardcore title, the GTS Heavyweight title that he won from Christmas Chaos 2016, and the YouTube Wrestling Figures Heavyweight title, which he did not last that longer. He deserved to be the next person inducted into the Hall of Fame next year. Next person, Rob Fury, the veteran of professional wrestling and the owner of SWF. This man, he was one of the best Grimm's rival in GTS Wrestling or SWF. Either way, he deserves to get inducted into the Hall of Fame. Last, but certainly not least, Grime. And I'll tell you why. When I first started watching Grimm's Toy Show, not only did I watch action figure video, but also I did watch one of Grimm's first rival in GTS. This was a skit match between Grimm and Grime. So all in all, I will say Grime should be the next person to be inducted into a Hall of Fame class of 2021. And that concludes the Q&A. So thank you everyone who have submitted questions to me, and I will say thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe for more content. Tap that little bell so you don't want to miss the upload. As always, stay safe, peace, and cheers.